morning, dear students. Welcome to today's English class. Today we are going to deal with the poem Hiawatha. Who is Hiawatha? Hiawatha was a young red Indian boy. Okay, so Hiawatha was a young red Indian boy. Who are red Indians? Red Indians are the tribal people who are living in America. What do you mean by tribal people? The people who are living in forest are called tribes. So, Hiawatha is a young red Indian boy who lives in a forest. Okay, so the people living in forest areas in America are called red Indians. So, Hiawatha was a red Indian boy. He lived with his old grandmother Nokomis in a wigwam. So Hiawatha lived with his grandmother Nokomis. So what is the name of his grandmother? Nokomis. So they lived in a wigwam. What do you mean by wigwam? Wigwam is a small conical hut. You can see the picture of wigwam. So Hiawatha lived with his grandmother Nokomis in a wigwam. Nokomis taught Hiawatha about the wonders around them. So his grandmother Nokomis taught him many things. She told him about the stars, the trees, the insects, the birds, the animals, and many other things. So, Nokomis, Hiawatha's grandmother, taught him many things about stars, trees, insects, birds, and animals, etc. Hiawatha grew up to love them all. When he was growing up, he loved all the animals and birds. He could talk to the birds and the animals, and they to him. So when he grew up, he could talk to birds and animals. He could understand what birds and animals are saying. So he knew the language of birds and animals. Okay. So this is a general introduction about the character Hiawatha. Now let's read and enjoy the poem. Then the little Hiawatha learned of every bird its language, learned their names and their secrets, how they built their nest in summer, where they hid themselves in winter, talked with them whenever he met them, called them Hiawatha's chickens. Okay, listen. Then the little Hiawatha learned of every bird its language. So, Hiawatha, the little Hiawatha means the small boy Hiawatha know the language of every bird, all the birds. Learned their names and their secrets. He also learned what were the names of birds and what were their secrets. Okay. How they built their nest in summer, where they hid themselves in winter. So what are the secrets of birds? How they built their nest in summer. How the birds built their nest in summer season. And where they hid themselves in winter. Hid means past tense of hide. Okay. Where they are hiding during winter season. Okay. So these are the secrets he knew about birds, how they built their nest in summer season and were they hid during winter? Where were they hiding during the winter seasons? All these are known to Hiawatha. Talked with them whenever he met them. So whenever Hiawatha meets the birds, he talk. He is speaking to the birds. Called them Hiawatha's chickens, and he dearly, lovingly called all the birds as Hiawatha's chickens. Okay, so he called the birds as Hiawatha's chickens. So, what does stanza or these lines says to us? The little Hiawatha learned the language of all the birds. He learned the names and their secrets. What are the secrets? How the birds built their nest in summer season and where they hide during the winter season. So whenever he meets the birds, he talks to birds. Okay, so the birds and Hiawatha, they were always talking whenever they met. And Hiawatha lovingly called all the birds as Hiawatha's chickens. Now look at the second stanza. Of all beasts, he learnt the language, learnt their names and all their secrets. How the beavers built their lodges, where the squirrels hid their acorns, how the reindeer ran so swiftly, why the rabbit was so timid. Talked with them whenever he met them, called them Hiawatha's brothers. So, the next stanza says that of all beasts he learned the language, learned their names and all their secrets. Of all beasts, what is the meaning beast? Beast means animals. Okay, he learned the language of all the animals. He learned their names and their secrets. So Hiawatha learned the language of all the animals and he learned the names of all animals and their secrets. What are the secrets of animals? How the beavers built their lodges. Okay, how the animal beaver. Beaver is a semi-aquatic animal. That means it lives both in land and in water. Okay, you can see the picture of beaver. So, how beaver make their lodges. Okay, what is the meaning lodges? Their living place. Okay, how the beavers are building their home. So Hiawatha know this secret, how beavers built their lodges. Where the squirrels hid their acorns. Where are the squirrels hiding their acorns? Acorns means fruit of oak tree. Okay, so it is the favorite food of squirrel. So where these squirrels are hiding their acorns. How the reindeer ran swiftly. Reindeer means it is a kind of deer with long horns. Okay, so how can reindeer run swiftly? Swiftly means fast. How the deer ran so fast. Why the rabbit was so timid. Timid means frightened. Okay, fearful. Why the rabbits? Why the rabbits are so fearful? So Hiawatha knew all these secrets. Okay, talked with them whenever he met them, called them Hiawatha's brothers. So he talked to the animals whenever he met them, and he called the animals as Hiawatha's brothers. Okay, so in the second stanza, it says that Hiawatha knew the language of animals and he knew all the names and their secrets. Okay, what are the secrets? How the beavers built their homes and where the squirrels hide their acorns. How the reindeer can run so fast and why the rabbits are so fearful. So he knew all these secrets, and whenever he met the animals, he talked to them and he called these animals as Hiawatha's brothers. So Hiawatha loved all the birds and animals. He called birds as Hiawatha's chickens and he called animals as Hiawatha's brothers. Okay, so this poem is written by H.W. Longfellow. So I hope all of you understood this poem. Thank you.